Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about the challenges Israel faces, the threats to our security, and the vision for our future. As Prime Minister, my primary responsibility is to ensure the safety and well-being of the Israeli people. In these times of great uncertainty and conflict, I believe it is crucial to outline the goals that guide Israel's actions and policies, especially as we face some of the most severe threats in our history. Let me begin by addressing the situation in Gaza. As you all know, Hamas has waged a campaign of terror against Israel for years. But their recent attacks in October 2024 crossed every red line imaginable. They brutally invaded Israeli territory, massacring civilians, and taking hostages, with the intention of spreading fear and chaos across our nation. This is a terrorist organization that has vowed to destroy Israel, and it has no place in a peaceful future for the region. Our goal in Gaza is clear and unwavering. Hamas must be eliminated. This is not just a military objective. It is a moral imperative. As long as Hamas controls Gaza, they will continue to build up weapons, launch rockets, and terrorize our people. We have already made significant progress in neutralizing their forces, but we will not stop until Hamas's entire military and governance structure is dismantled. Imagine, for a moment, allowing a terrorist group that has openly called for your destruction to remain in power. It would be like allowing the Nazis to rebuild Germany after World War II. It is unthinkable, and it will not happen on our watch. The elimination of Hamas is not just about Israel's security. It is about creating the conditions for peace. A demilitarized and de-radicalized Gaza will allow for a new chapter in Israeli-Palestinian relations, one where peace and coexistence are possible. But peace cannot come at the cost of security, and it cannot involve terrorists dictating terms. We are ready to work with regional and international partners to establish a civilian administration in Gaza that can lead the way to a better future. But as long as Hamas remains, that future is impossible. Now, let me turn to our northern border. Just one day after Hamas's attacks, Hezbollah began launching unprovoked attacks against Israel from Lebanon. This is not new. Hezbollah has been a thorn in Israel's side for decades. They have turned vibrant northern communities into ghost towns, forcing tens of thousands of Israelis to flee their homes. This situation is intolerable, and I want to say clearly, enough is enough. Hezbollah is the most dangerous terrorist organization in the world today, with tentacles that reach across continents. They are backed by Iran, which seeks to dominate the region and destroy Israel. We will not allow Hezbollah to build up its forces on our northern border, nor will we allow them to perpetrate another massacre like what we saw from Hamas. Our goal in the north is to return the people who have been displaced back to their homes, safely and securely. But for that to happen, Hezbollah must be neutralized, just as we are neutralizing Hamas in Gaza. This is not a war of choice. It is a war of necessity. And we will fight as long as necessary to protect our people and secure our borders. We will not allow Israel to live under constant threat from terrorist armies. But this is not just a fight against Hamas and Hezbollah. It is part of a larger struggle against the forces of terror that seek to destroy the peace and stability of the entire region. Iran stands at the center of this axis of terror, funding and arming groups like Hamas and Hezbollah, while spreading violence and chaos across the Middle East. Iran is pursuing nuclear weapons, and they must be stopped. A nuclear-armed Iran is an existential threat to Israel, to the Middle East, and to the entire world. We cannot and will not allow that to happen. Israel's vision for the future is one of peace and prosperity, not just for our own people, but for our Arab neighbors as well. We have made historic strides in building partnerships with countries that were once our enemies. The Abraham Accords are proof that peace is possible when there is mutual respect and a shared desire for a better future. We want to expand these accords and build a network of cooperation that will lead to stability and economic growth throughout the region. But make no mistake, peace is not possible without security. And security requires strength. Israel is a strong nation, and we will defend ourselves against any and all threat. We are working tirelessly to defeat the forces of terror that seek to destroy us, and we are determined to emerge from this conflict stronger and more united than ever before. We have faced existential threats in the past, and we have overcome them. We will do so again. In closing, I want to remind you that Israel does not seek conflict. We seek peace. But peace must be built on a foundation of security. As long as terrorists like Hamas and Hezbollah continue to threaten our people, we will do what is necessary to defend ourselves. We will fight until we achieve victory, total victory. Only then can we turn the page on this dark chapter and build a future of peace, security, and prosperity for all. Thank you.